Back to another session of Betrothed to Blood. Uh, if anybody would like to give a short summary of what happened during the last session, feel free to go ahead, and you'll get a point of inspiration when you're done.
I'm on a boat, and that was it.
No.
That's my recap.
All I've got to add to that is after we were on the boat, we spent some time checking on the passengers, getting comfortable as we sailed toward a safer land, hopefully. And we met with General Strake to make a plan once we land, so that way we know where we're going and who we're going to meet with.
Didn't we also get yelled at by a time god, or was that last time?
That was this past session, yes.
Oh yeah, we got wobbled into a wibbly wobbly timey wimey moment with a time god who yelled at us for doing things wrong, and this was the last energy he had. And then we made dick jokes as he faded into his death,
Pretty much.
or something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and then there was a small child, and we gave him a knife, an axe, something like that.
I'm going to say between you and Matt, you both get a point of inspiration.
Hooray!
Yay!
Go team us.
You can have it. I think I actually have one.
All right. So when the session ended, the time god had used the last of his power to try to wrangle you up and tell you, like, what the fate of the world is and how you can stop its demise. And after giving you this vital information, he faded into whatever remnants he had of his power and disappeared. And the time that had once been frozen around you came back as if it had never stopped to begin with. You still have a little over a day's worth of sailing before you reach Shark's Rest, which is your next stop, to search for the ancient library that General Strake mentioned. And it is currently, I believe it is late morning at this point.
Well, that was all so very much over breakfast. I think I need a tea. Anybody else like tea? I'm making tea.
What type of tea?
Lavender and herbal.
I might request a cup. I have not tried that flavor.
It's not very common in the Feywild, but sometimes the rare ones are worth it. I will go make some. Give me a moment. And with that, Wellis is gonna fly across the ship, down the stairs towards his cabin, so that way he can go find his tea making supplies. Since nobody else is saying anything, about 4 minutes later, he's going to fly back up. He's going to have a nice, warm, toasty kettle. And he'll hover. I'm sorry, have you a goblet, something to pour this in?
I do happen to have a goblet, yes.
Perfect. If I can just... He's going to start tilting his kettle forward just a little bit.
Zara will produce a goblet and place it under the kettle's spigot.
And he'll pour about half a glass just so that way Jazara has enough to taste it, but not enough to commit in case she doesn't like it. I feel the sea and everything. He just sounds nice right now. He's going to pour himself a glass.
Are the two of you having tea on deck?
Ooh. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think me or Fergus were up there during that entire conversation.
Yeah, does anybody want tea? Literally nobody else is around you.
Well, Jack's over here.
I mean,
Jack's kind of been lost in thought since the whole revelation with Chronoculus.
Jack, my friend, you look, what is it you humans say? Zoned out?
Yes, well, these things tend to happen when deities ordain you with some twisted fate.
Calf or spot of tea?
While I appreciate the offer, I'm going to decline. I'm not much of a tea person.
Teach their own. Take a sip of the tea.
Willis will sip it also, and then he's going to. If you'll excuse me, I want to go check on everybody else. It seems like things were a little heated.
Be my guest.
He's flying off again, just kind of looking at the last place he saw Poppy.
Poppy, who's now on the lower deck.
Do you say hi or you just go awkwardly stare at me?
No, I very carefully flying down the stairs, making sure I don't spill anything as I zip past you. Oh, there you are. I made tea. It seems like everybody is a bit on edge. Would you like some? It's herbal, I promise. No caffeine.
That sounds lovely. Yes, I would like a cup. Thank you, Willis.
Willis is going to look. You actually here. Hold on. He's gonna produce a small wooden cup and fill it to the brim, so that way Poppy has a essentially full cup for our size of tea. It would be like almost like a small glass for normal sized people, but for us, it's a full size cup.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is Fergus around?
I believe I saw him walking towards the bottom deck, if that makes sense.
Oh, all the way in the dark. Okay. Okay. I will go find Fergus, and then I'll be back. Enjoy your tea.
Thank you.
So, Wellis, before you go downstairs, Fergus, do you remember what you were doing in the cargo hold? Because I'm drawing a blank. Fergus is muted.
Sorry, I was muted. I was bothering a guy who was in jail and also eating a lot of fruit.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, well, Wellis, if you want to go downstairs, carry on.
Okay, and I will do just that. And after flying downstairs, I'm gonna like whisper to myself, Fergus, are you here? Just kind of like cautiously float as I'm looking for him. Oh, the dark is not good. Fergus, there you are.
Oh, wee little man.
Are you okay? That was a lot all at once.
What was a lot?
We met a time god, and then we kind of had an argument about a kid. It seems like you had something going on. Are you okay?
We didn't argue about the kid. I gave the kid an axe. You didn't like it? That's not an argument.
No, I
Oh.
definitely think that youngins should defend themselves. That I'm just concerned. Of course, what is even normal nowadays? I made tea. Do you like tea?
It depends on what kind of tea. What you've got brewing.
It's a herbal lavender. Here, if you like, smell it. See me if it appeases to you. And he's
Oh,
going
do
to.
not bring that lavender around me. That shit gives me headaches.
And Will's gonna pull the kettle right back. Right. No tea then. Uh, are you okay down here? It seems kind of dark, and I really just want to make sure that you're.
What's all this? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? What do you have going on that makes you not okay? You're a wee bit nosy.
We just met a deity of time, and apparently we've done this before. I don't know about you, but this is freaking me out.
I do not believe in gods. I believe in the power of gold.
Willis is gonna like raise his finger to start talking and like give a retort, but then just realize he's got nothing to say, so he bends his finger and shuts his mouth.
The finger meme.
Spider-Girl's gonna say, "Do you see this guy over here?" And he's gonna tromp over here. Do you see this guy?
I do now. I thought this was a private conversation.
He doesn't speak. He's stupid. I've been down here trying to bother him, and he doesn't talk. So he must be dumb.
Trying to enjoy some peace and quiet. Prison
He
cells are
does
supposed to
talk.
be
And
lonely.
he's gonna grab Wellis by the collar of his armor and drag his flying ass over to the jail.
I'm only speaking now because you're so fucking annoying.
Oh no, you're not. This wee little bugger's magic, and he's gonna kind of shake him a little bit, see if any fairy dust comes up him. He said, "Now you're speaking. Only when the pink fairy's here. You must like we pink fairies."
That has nothing to do with it. You've been down here for so long making such a ruckus I can't even sleep.
Well, if you would have just talked to me in the first place, we wouldn't be having this problem now, would we?
He's gonna grab the iron bars in front of him and just stare Fergus down and go, "You got no business being down here anyway. You're not the official
Well, maybe
ship
I was
crew."
going to liberate you if you were innocent, but no, you would not talk to me, so you get to stay in this little prison cell.
He's gonna back up and like point his arms at himself from his head down to his feet. He's wearing very clearly occultist robes and looks like a very dangerous person. And like, do I look like I'm innocent?
Fergus is going to gesture to himself, who also looks very dangerous, but in a very different way. It's just because he's a giant cow. He's going to go, well, what about me? Do I look innocent?
He's just gonna slap his face with his hand and go, ugh. Please just leave me alone.
So you did not want me to rip your bars open?
Won't do me any good. I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean right now.
It looks to me like you're in the middle of a fucking ship.
Aye, a ship surrounded by regional guards from Everest and very powerful people, including the Minotaur right in front of me. I think I'm fine in this dank old cell.
Are you turning people into Walking Dead?
He's gonna back up and start clapping his hands. Ah, the Minotaur finally gets it.
Kill it! Fergus is gonna try to get him with his axe through the bars.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, he's standing right there.
One thing that I want you to be absolutely sure about. This is an official, like, royal vessel that you're sailing on. And that is a prison for people that they deem that are truly dangerous to the Empire. So they're kind of taken care of already. He's behind bars.
I would like. Okay, hold on. Fergus has an intelligence of 6. So, and we also talked about the murder hobo characteristic of Fergus. Fergus goes, get it. I mean, all Fergus knows is that necromancer bad. I feel like it's appropriate to attack him, but if you would like to prevent that from happening, I cannot do that.
I will allow it. Go ahead and make an attack roll against the iron bars.
The iron? No, I'm through the iron bars.
How are you going to get your axe through the iron bars?
Or are they just standing up bars?
I mean, they're vertical bars, but I don't think there's enough space between them for a weapon to fit through the size that Fergus is wielding, because he has a giant axe.
Basically saying the bars are so big you would smash your knuckles trying to get your hand and the axe through the bars.
Huh. Okay, what about my horns? Can I gore him with my horns? Through the bars?
Roll me a strength check.
Oh, that's what I'm good at. That's a saving throw.
God, I'm so tempted to be a dick right now.
Usurper.
Damn it!
There you go.
I rolled a 17.
No.
Okay, so describe to me what Fergus does with his horns.
Fergus will grab his collar of the robes with his hands and just headbutt his ass with his horns, but like with the point first. Just like ram his horns right into him.
What specific body part are you aiming the horns at? Keep in mind, you are
Neck
much
and
taller
chest.
than this average-sized man. So basically, you're picking him up in the air and goring him in the chest.
Yeah, I can roll. I can roll to hit if you would like.
Yeah, roll damage for that. Oh, Jesus fuck. Okay. You pick up this man, and he's as light as paper in your grasp due to your minotaur muscles. And you just rear your head down and ram it forward. And Wellis right next to you, are you watching this, or are you, like, looking away?
No, I'm watching. The second I see any kind of contact, I've got cure wounds ready.
Oh, boy. The first thing that you hear is the sickening crack of cartilage and bone before the high-pitched scream of this cultist man pierces through this lower deck of the ship. He is screaming in absolute agony as Fergus's horn is rammed straight through the center of his chest. And you don't see pain in his eyes. You see absolute terror as he's like grabbing Fergus's arm and like trying to push himself away from the Minotaur while he is just flailing around off of the ground on the edge of this horn.
That was vivid and brutal. Well done.
And at the sounds of the screaming, 2 Everest guards are rushing down the stairs, going, "Hey, what's going on down here?"
Wells is immediately casting cure wounds on the cultist. Fergus, stop!
Fergus is not going to stop.
Fergus, I need you to roll damage again. So, I'm going to say this has all happened within 10 seconds of each other. Fergus rammed his horn into this man's chest. He is currently incapacitated in the air with broken chest cage, bleeding out from the center of his chest, screaming in absolute terror. The guards are coming downstairs and watching him gore a man. Wellis, you healed him to the point that it would allow you to, but because he's still gored at the edge of Fergus's horn, it all just starts happening again. And he looks like he is living an absolute nightmare. The light is fading from his eyes. The guards are rushing over to try and like get their hands on Fergus and pull him away from the prisoner.
Fergus is going to look at the guards and he'll say, "Stand back, lads. I've got this. I didn't need your help."
The guards are gonna, "No, you gotta stop this right now! This is illegal!" And they're gonna like start twisting their arms around like your arms and shoulders and start trying to tug you backward.
Fergus is gonna say, "Oh, yeah, we boys, knock it off," and he's gonna try to like shake them off.
I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, I'm not good at dexterity.
I can't break the law. I'm too strong.
Okay, so on that 17, with the two guards working together, they're putting all of their weight into how they're pulling you. They're doing it every way that they can, and you're feeling yourself slightly being pulled backward at an angle, but you have your feet planted so firmly against the ship deck that you're not moving at all.
He'll look at the boys or at the guards, and he'll say, lads, you know who you've got here. You've got one of them damn necromancers. Do not worry, I will kill him quickly. If you'd open the door for me, lads, that would help a lot more than yanking me around by my fur.
Wellis, are you doing anything in this moment?
Yeah, well, it's going to cast Reduce on Fergus. So that way he's more manageable size. It's fuck you, that's why.
It's a con save, bitch.
God damn it! This is going horribly.
Do I hear anything about what's going on, or am I just on the deck of the ship enjoying my cup of tea?
Okay, so I will say that as he's being gored, the cultist scream can be heard as high as the middle deck, but not on the upper deck. Nobody on the upper deck knows what's going on in the cargo hold right now.
So I can hear it.
You can hear it, Leo can hear it, all the NPCs and guards down there can hear it.
I'm just gonna cover Leo's ears.
What's your question, Freya?
What time of year is it?
What do you mean?
Like season?
Oh. That's a good question. I'm going to say...
It's a spring wedding.
I'm going to say that it was the middle between spring and summer when the wedding happened.
Oh!
What a wonderful spring wind this is on the seafront. The kind where nothing can be going wrong.
At this point, other guards have started coming down to assist in trying to stop Fergus. Right now, Fergus, I need you to make one more damage roll to the cultist. Jesus Christ.
Oops, I made the DM mad, guys.
Okay, so as the guards are all getting around Fergus, you see the cultist go limp.
Fergus is gonna drop the lad off of him. He's gonna like dust his hands off, and he's gonna turn around and look at the guards and say, "You're welcome."
So the cultist falls off your horn and crumbles to the ground with a sickening thud. And he's not moving. He's making no motion or acknowledgement that he's alive anymore. He is dead on the spot. You just killed a prisoner.
You're welcome. I think I'll go have some a snack or two. Who wants some ale?
The 4 guards are going to grab at you and start pulling you. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, isn't it strength? Can't it be a strength?
I am not judging whether or not you can stop them from pulling you down. I am judging whether or not you can keep your footing while they pull you down.
Nope.
Yeah. The 4 of them combined use all of their muscle and weight to trip you onto the ground. and start dragging you over to the next cell, and they throw you in.
Ah, we lads will wait so much. He's gonna kick a hoof at the door.
The guard.
Lads.
You just killed a prisoner. That is against the law of Everest.
And how am I supposed to know that? I don't even know where Everest is.
Not in character. Is quick question. There aren't laws on the sea, right?
This is still a royal vessel in service of the kingdom. Their laws still apply on deck.
But why? Why?
Because
Okay.
it's basically a moving island. So anytime you're on the deck, you adhere to the customs and laws of the land of the ship you're on.
But why doesn't that happen in real life?
I mean,
Because contested waters
it's
exist.
akin to like an American aircraft carrier being in the middle of international waters. Are they in international waters and thus not really adherent to the law of any one country? Technically, yes. But because it is an official U.S. vessel, they're still expected to follow U.S. laws.
Oh, okay.
Also, the captain is law. So if the captain is a citizen of a certain country, they're usually more inclined to stick to
I'm
the
sorry,
laws
I
of that
thought I
land.
found a loophole.
I appreciate it.
You
So
two
after-
look very exhausted.
After Fergus gets thrown in, two of the guards leave. Jazara and Poppy both. You see two guards just rushing to head to the top deck.
What happened?
They are gone. They're already gone. That's how fast they were running.
I better go down and see what happened.
Fergus is gonna. Are these two guards still here?
Yes.
Fergus will take his warhammer out and he'll be like, "So, how many hits do you think it'll take for me to bust this door down?"
Don't try it, Fergus.
Can't hear you, Matt.
Walt's gonna draw his bow. He's gonna point it right at Fergus. Don't try it. Don't make me do it.
Jazara, what are you seeing as you come down to the cargo hold?
Fergus.
Oh, Jazara! Tell these mad lads to let me out.
Before I do that, could you tell me, or could anyone tell me, what exactly happened?
Oh, there was a necromancer, and he's going to gesture at the guy on the ground. And he said he'd been turning people into the Walking Dead. So I killed him. That way he wouldn't have turned any of us on the ship. Because the ship's only got so much space. It's not like we can board another ship to get away from the Walking Dead in here. So I killed him. And I was somehow hustled into this cell.
Alright. And now, you two, could you tell me your side of the story?
Are you talking to the guards?
Yes.
One of them's going to approach you. The first thing we heard was a very loud, blood-curdling scream. We came down, and that man had been impaled on Fergus's horn, and he wouldn't let up. It took 4 of us to drag him into that cell, and the man's dead.
Did this necromancer have any anything on him while he was in the cell other than his clothing? Any miscellaneous accoutrement?
No, he was patted down and removed of his items before he was thrown in.
Fergus, the man who you killed was incapable of using any of his magic.
We didn't know that.
With how magic works, you need more than just the clothes on your back to cast spells. So,
Do sorcerers need stuff to cast spells, or do they just do it?
no, if for some spells they'll need like arcane
Components?
focuses or material components. Yeah.
Okay, cool beans.
So, Fergus, apologize to these nice men, and then I will suggest that they let you go.
But what? But he could have.
No, he couldn't
Fergus-
have because
Fergus-
he was patted down. Now apologize.
Fergus is gonna squint. I'm sorry, I saved the whole ship by
No,
killing
do it like you mean it.
As Jazara and Fergus are arguing over the... what's the word I'm looking for?
verbiage.
Not the verbiage. The morality of killing a prisoner of war. The captain and the general are getting escorted down with 2 guards, and General Strake is just going to come upon the scene, and he's just going to stare in absolute anger and go, "What is the meaning of this?"
Have you not seen men die before, General? He's dead.
He's going
That's
to walk
usually what the
over.
corpse means.
He's going to walk over to your cell and stand directly in front of it. Do you have any idea what you've just done?
I've killed a man. I've killed that man.
He was the only man we had alive that had any information what happened at the kingdom. And you killed him.
We know what happened. We were there. We saw it. There was a big spooky spider lady. And lots of dead people.
But that's not all the information. He was our bargaining chip.
For what?
He's going to just walk away and go, "You will be confined to that cell for the remainder of the day." They're going to head back up to the top deck.
I can't hear Freya. Can anybody else hear Freya?
I haven't started talking yet.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it looked like your microphone was registering you that you were.
That might have been the air displacement from my fans.
Ah.
Well, Fergus, I am sad to see that you must be confined here for the rest of the day. However, I do think you should still count yourself lucky. as I do believe that it is some kingdom's culture that should an individual execute a prisoner, that individual is themselves executed.
These cultures that would do that should protect their prisoners better and maybe warn their guests of their rules first and not to touch prisoners. If I had been told not to touch him for obvious reasons, I would not. But nobody said I couldn't have killed him.
You do not have to defend yourself to me. I wholeheartedly approve of executing prisoners.
Oh my god.
I can just see it. Jazara approves.
However, I only believe in executing prisoners once the prisoner has no more use or purpose to me. That man, while he is of the enemy, could still have provided us with something.
I mean, I understand. That makes a lot of sense. I agree. It it would have been nice if I would have known. He just told me he was turning people into the dead. I did not know that he could not do it. I was just protecting everybody on the ship. We've got Wee Leo up there with Poppy. Do you think he'd want to see the Walking Dead again on a ship?
I understand your reasoning. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm only
He's
saying
gonna look at Wellis.
I'm only saying that it might be better if we take a moment to consider how we not to upset our hosts. I will provide you an offer. Should you serve out this sentence that our hosts have given you, which again is just for the next day, without complaining, the next time that we face foes on the battlefield, I will make your swings, your attacks, hit harder than they've ever hit before.
Deal. He sits down on the bed.
That's all it takes.
Wall's gonna give his head an exasperated shake and just fly up to the next level.
Why is the fairy not culpable?
He was a witness to what happened, so. But did he at least try to stop you?
You know, he's so small, I didn't know if he did anything or not.
Would he even be able to had he tried?
I think he tried to heal the man.
In that case, I would not place any of the blame on him. He tried
Alright,
to save
I'll
a
sit
man's
here.
life.
I'll be bored. It's fine.
Oh, you don't have to be bored the entire time. If you'd like, we can play a game of Three Dragon Ante.
You'd stay down here and keep me company.
You have elicited some enjoyment out of me.
I could tell you what it was like when he was dying, if you'd like.
Perhaps we can discuss that over the game.
I am all yours, Jazara.
The guards are fucking out of there because they want nothing to do with you guys talking about that. squeamish boys. All right, so while Jazara and Fergus are downstairs about to play Three Dragon Ante, I guess, we're gonna go back to Poppy and Leo in a moment. But first, we could take a short break real quick. I got to take my dog out.
Alright,
So I'll be right back.
Here.
All right, welcome back after the break. As I said before we left, we're going to move from Jazara and Fergus and go to the middle deck where Wellis has retreated, and we're going to move over to Poppy and Leo. This is going to be right after the instance that the general and the captain and the guards had moved back to their original post. So this is immediately after Fergus gets jailed.
Cool.
And Leo, are you still like shielding his ears, or have you dropped your hands back down?
I mean, after the screaming stopped, I would have dropped my hands, yeah.
All right, so he was a little shaken up from that first initial scream, gathered some solace and comfort from you protecting his ears from the rest of it. But once it all kind of quiets down, he's just going to kind of like pull the sleeve of your cloth a little bit and go, "What happened?"
I don't know, sweetheart. I'm gonna have to go check. But I think it's best if you stay up here so you don't see anything that might be... just in case, you know?
Promise me you'll be safe.
I will be safe.
Okay, I'll wait right here.
Okay.
He's just going to fold his hands politely in his lap and just sit there and wait.
If you get bored, read a book or something. Okay.
That's a good idea, but I don't know where the books are. He's saying that as you're walking away.
Oh, okay. Before I leave, I'm actually gonna be like, okay, Leo, actually, here are the books. I'm assuming they're here. Like by the fireplace, you know?
He's gonna find a book on a shelf that looks easy enough for him to read. He's still only just a kid, and he's gonna sit down on the couch and open it.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go see what the fuck is going on. Oh, also, I'm gonna, before I like just make it down the stairs, I'm just gonna double check that he's not following me. Don't want to read.
He is zoned out in the book.
Cool.
Anything to not concentrate on the piercing, bloody scream he heard a minute ago.
He's traumatized.
Okay. So, can I see... like, is it dark down here like Fergus said or not?
So down here, the only things that are really lit up are some sconces on the walls.
Yeah.
It's not as bright as the middle or the upper deck, but it's not completely dark either.
So it's like dim.
Yeah.
Okay. How... when I'm walking up, when do I see the dead body? Here? Or here? Or here?
Right about here, you can start to make out the figure that's on the floor, and you see the puddle around him that you can only assume is blood.
I rush over.
And that's when
Can
you
I
see Jazara and Fergus fraternizing in front of the cell.
Why is there a dead body here?
At this point, Jazara would be sitting cross-legged and getting out the 3 dragon anti-set that she has on her person. Which is just
Fergus will also be sitting cross-legged.
What was that, dear?
Dead body, why?
Oh, Fergus got angry.
You... what?
Well, not so much
That's
angry.
not...
Go ahead.
I was trying to protect people.
What happened, dear? Why? Was he trying to escape?
He said he was a necromancer. He can turn people to the walking dead. And we're all on this ship with nowhere to go but the ocean. So I killed him so he could not turn any of us. There are children on the ship. I didn't think Leo would want to be seeing more of those things on the ship.
The whole time that Fergus
But
is
I did
talking,
not,
Jazar is just dealing out the cards.
and I did not know that he was this special, super secret prisoner of war who was going to be used for a purpose. Nobody told us anything about that. They didn't tell you or you. He's going to point to Jazara. He's going to say, nobody told us that there was a prisoner down here and that we shouldn't kill him. What was I supposed to think? Just let him live so we all can die?
Fergus, I appreciate your thought process, but the thing is, we need to be careful. We just talked to a god, and we have apparently screwed this up more times than we can count. So I don't think it is the best idea to go around killing people we do not know whether they're important or not.
I think if we've screwed up enough, one of the things screwing up would be letting a necromancer live on a ship. He was not even knocked out. He was just walking around on the sail. Goodness knows what he could have magicked up.
Likely.
Friendly reminder again, it was established earlier he has nothing on him.
Well, there are some spells that don't need components.
Yeah, but like none of them are necromancy spells.
Well, Mage Hand, you could get your Mage Hand to go get you shit.
Is that necromancy?
I think Mage Hand has like a range of 30 feet.
But
So we can get
basically,
the
I'm
So-
talking in character as Fergus. Fergus doesn't know this. Fergus doesn't know anything about magic.
I know, I'm just saying.
He's just like, so I gored him to death on my horn. He's gonna show off his bloody, dripping horn.
There is still a nice tint of crimson red on her horn. His
Bobby's
horn.
kind of wince at it, but try not to. Hmm.
And there were no guards around. He was just down here alone next to the squid.
Took me a moment to realize that there's actually like squid in the food barrels across the.
Yep.
Gigantic.
I pay attention to the map. I try to get immersive.
Look, Poppy. We've already gone through the entire chaos of this situation, and the captain of the ship said that Fergus has to just sit in this cell for the rest of the day. I'm giving it at most 24 hours. And Fergus and I have come up to a deal where he's not going to complain about being in the cell anymore. Yes.
Poppy's just gonna look at the dead body as they're talking to her.
So, there's nothing to worry about.
Poppy, you'll notice when you look over that flies have already started gathering at the corpse. It doesn't help that the corpse is basically laying next to, a fecal bucket.
Oh man, no lavender.
Damn, I don't
God
have
damn it,
anything.
Matt. What do you mean?
Did you not look at the chat?
Adam obviously doesn't look at his chat.
Oh yeah, this body is supposed to smell like lavender right now.
Yeah.
As well
Yeah,
as
Wells did that
Castro
specifically to
cracked
spite
on it.
Fergus.
The roll 20 chat for clarification.
Yeah, I see it. I would have much rather preferred if that had been spoken aloud, but I'll allow it.
Oh, sorry. Two other characters were interacting, and I figured it was just easier to type it up.
I will not complain about being locked in the cell. I did what I did. But I am gonna complain if they leave that rotting corpse in the cell next to me.
Poppy's gonna nod, and she's just gonna leave.
DM
Oh,
question.
Poppy! Well, you
Actually, you go ahead with your thing with Poppy first.
Well, no, I'm gonna because
Okay.
this is gonna be after. Yeah.
is she just fucking off,
Lily?
Lily?
Oh yeah, I fucked off. Hi.
That tiny little twat!
What were you going to ask her?
It's good to ask her if she could send a guard down here so they could take his corpse out to the deck and throw him overboard. It stinks like cat piss and fresh hell in here.
Didn't the druid make it smell like lavender?
I said what I said.
This actually relates to the question I was going to ask DM.
So
Do dead bodies automatically fail on saving throws?
yes,
Can I use Vortex Warp to teleport the corpse outside of the cell?
does that require a roll?
It only. Hold on, let me.
Okay, so is this what you want to do?
I feel like your constitution score is meaningless when you're already dead.
Well, that was what I wanted to do before the guard showed up. But if the guard's already here, then
I mean, I'll make him fucking disappear. He hasn't introduced himself yet. You want to vortex warp that body?
If you
Crow's
allow
nest,
it.
crow's nest, crow's nest.
So
It
tell
has to
me
be a
what.
spot that I can see.
Damn it.
Tell me what it looks like when you attempt to cast vortex warp.
Before I do that, another idea comes to mind. Jazara's gonna just look around, make sure there's no guards. Fergus. Have you
Yes,
eaten?
Lady Dejara.
Have you eaten today?
I've had my fill of apples.
But I'm being meat.
I've not eaten me. I'm not eating that corpse. I might be an animal, but I'm not an animal.
Cannibalism.
It's not cannibalism if it's a minotaur eating a human.
It's still okay. Never mind.
It's half cannibalism.
How are you gonna have half
It's-
cannibalism?
It's a bipedal sentient creature eating another bipedal sentient creature.
Very well, if you're not interested in eating him, I'll just remove him from the cell and... So, I don't know, send someone down to pick him up? I'm not going to touch him.
Oh, I would never ask you to touch him. We could get a stupid little guard for that.
Exactly. Now I'll do the vortex warp.
Okay, so what does it look like while you're casting it?
She's going to
Where are you putting them?
She's going to set the cards down that she was dealing. Stand up. Walk over here. And pull one of the squids out of the crate. And if you'll allow me to, just for the flavor of this specific scene, I want to clap my hands together and just have the squid and the dead body switch places.
So you pick up the
I thought you were going to
squid,
warp them to the top of the stairs.
you clap your hands together.
I want to know
noth-
that the squid is on the ground when I'm doing the clapping, not it just in my hand.
Right. So it's on the floor and you clap your hands to do the switcheroo
Yes.
and it fizzles. Would you like to do an Arcana check on the iron bars of the cells?
Now that you suggest that I do so.
So, with a 7, I will say that it was painfully obvious. There were runes etched at the bottom of the bars that were anti-magic.
Right, because he's a necromancer. That makes sense.
On all of the cells. He never could have casted a spell because he wouldn't have been able to.
Fergus,
Yes, Jazara.
You're not going to believe this. He couldn't have cast...
I don't know. I've seen a lot of Walking Dead people today. I think I'd believe almost anything.
There's magic runes on the bottom of this cage that are specifically designed to prevent anyone that is inside of the cage. Or, I guess, anyone outside trying to affect anyone inside of the cage from being affected by magic or casting magic. He couldn't have casted anything, even a simple cantrip, if he wanted to.
You know what? That's really smart. That's really smart. I didn't know that you could do that.
I'm surprised they thought
That means that
much
corpse does
ahead.
not smell like lavender.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so you couldn't have cast Cure Wounds on him. Your Cure Wounds would have fizzled.
See, here's the thing. Jazar is trying to cast Vortex Warp from outside of the cage. Wellis stuck his hands inside.
Did he?
He did.
Cure
Yes,
Wounds
it
is a
touch
touch
contact.
spell.
It's touch spell.
Never mind.
Outside can't interact with inside, and inside can't interact with outside. But if they're both inside or outside, nothing would have happened. It would have gone through.
Fergus is gonna shake his head, and his little ears are gonna flop, flop, flop. He's gonna say, "There's too much. Magic is too tricksy for me. I don't know. I just get angry and hit shit. All right."
Well, this does only slightly soil my plans, but not enough for me to be too upset about it.
Do you want my warhammer to bust the door down?
I'm not even sure if I'd be able to lift your warhammer.
You are very dainty. It's not a snarky comment. He's just saying like you are literally dainty.
Yeah, no, I
It's not an
know.
insult. Okay. Do you think since you can move about and I'm stuck here, you could fetch a guard to go rid us of this corpse before we play our game.
I will go fetch a guard. I would not want
Or get
this-
Jack. He loves dead people. That's like his whole thing.
I don't think Jack would be able to interact with the dead body without a guard getting in and unlocking the door first.
Oh,
But
that's why you're the smart one.
perhaps I should grab Leo, though.
That's fucking dark.
The wee child.
She'll have the might of a minotaur.
The wee thing will shit himself, and then it'll smell worse down here.
That's a shit bucket right there.
He's gonna laugh. He said, "You're funny and smart. I bet you have 12 husbands at home."
I am not seeking that kind of relationship in my homestead at the moment. I am much too busy with politics. But I have used my fair share of slaves from time to time.
Jesus Christ. I forget how crazy drows are.
I mentioned this before. I have this one slave. His name is Jesus. He's really good with his hands.
Oh my god!
Oh, I feel like a carpenter building you things.
When he's not using those hands for other ventures.
Right.
Jesus fucking Jazara.
All right, just to get things moving along. Are you guys going back to the 3-dragon anti-game?
We're gonna get a guard first.
Okay.
Anyway, let me go fetch that guard. This is just two siblings chewing the shit with each other in character. God!
You're gonna see a guard come down the stairs. Oh, whoa. Yeah?
Can we remove the dead body that's down here?
He's just gonna kind of give you. He has his helmet off, so you can see his face. He's just gonna kind of like raise an eyebrow and go, and put it where? We're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, the middle of the ocean. There you go.
Fergus is gonna be bellowing with laughter from the other end of the ship. She's got a pretty mouth on her, doesn't she?
I think it was a mistake to allow you two to be in a party together with these characters. This is awful. He's just gonna kind of like walk past you and start heading towards the cage. And by this time, the lavender smell that Wellis had conjured up has long gone. And he approaches the cage, and all he can smell is death and shit. And you see him kind of like get green in the face as he's unlocking the cell and dragging the body away.
Thank you, lad. Oh, goodness. I cannot thank you enough. Fergus is going to throw a gold piece at him. Oh, I appreciate you.
Can you throw me a dexterity check for that gold that you're throwing?
Oh, Lord. I'm not good at dexterity.
It was a check, not a save.
14.
A check, not a save.
All right. Hold on.
I mean, is the modifier? Oh, well.
All right, there we go.
So my plan was it was only going to be a DC 10, kind of low. On a fail, I was going to have it hit a bar in the now empty cell and land in the shit bucket. You somehow muster enough like grace in your throw that you flick the gold coin through all of the bars and it lands in his pocket.
It just goes
And he
down
just
his
goes-
armor.
He just goes, "What the
His
heck?
pocket.
Oh, gold!"
This is
And he's
Jazar's
just
genuine reaction.
it's gonna land in his pocket. He's gonna feel the sudden weight of the extra coin and go, "What the hell?" He's gonna stop and pull the coin out and go, "Oh!" And he's gonna keep carrying the corpse away.
The Minotaur's paying you for your good room service.
Adam,
Room service.
Carry on.
Jeez, God.
Yes, Lily.
anticipation to the dead body coming up. Can I like shield Leo's eyes or something?
I mean, would you even know that there's a dead body coming
She
up?
wouldn't know.
Here, hang on.
I assumed when Jazara got a guard.
Okay, so I would say that Leo is still in his book. So you catch a glimpse of this guard coming up the stairs. Are you just gonna like stand directly in front of Leo to block his eyes?
Mind you, I feel like there would be a river of blood just following this because there's a hole in his chest.
I mean, he's been down there for a while. He's pretty much all bled out.
He's like wrung dry. It's time for beef jerky.
Fucking wild ass thing to say.
If only I had prestidigitation, I'd be able to clean up all this blood.
So, Poppy, what are you doing to as you see the guard with the corpse?
I'm just gonna casually stand in front of him, I guess.
Okay, the guard is gonna.
Jack are gonna say too.
They're gonna head over into one of these private, sectioned off bathrooms. No, he's going over to where the hull of this window would be. He's pushing it open and throwing the body out, and then he's closing the window shut.
I thought he was gonna stick him down the
What
toilet.
if we needed his body?
I
for
thought he was just gonna stick him in the bathtub.
Maybe that would have been a better alternative. What if we needed his body for some reason?
What if we needed the bathtub?
God fucking damn it!
Tub.
All right. This is getting out of hand. He's gonna wash up and come out of the bathroom and shut the door, and he's gonna go right back about his business. It's around this same time that Jack finally came down to the lower deck, and he's gonna walk up over to Wellis and go, so I heard some commotion from the guards and the captain upstairs. What did Fergus do exactly?
He killed our prisoner, our only connection to any way that we could find some semblance of information. In prison. By goring him to death.
He killed an unarmed prisoner on a ship in the middle of nowhere. He's an idiot.
I don't think you're putting enough Jake into it.
Who can put enough Jake into it besides
Doing so
Jake?
good. No, you're doing so good. It's actually really impressive.
It is truly very good.
Yeah.
Look, I don't have Jake's mentality. He is much more, I guess the word would be cryptic than I could ever be.
Honey, I think Freya was teasing.
But he's just gonna like put his head in his hands and just go, "Oh, that Minotaur. He's a bit of a fool."
Indeed, he could very well doom us all.
And we're supposed to trust him with our lives against the fate of all time.
Sadly, I don't know if I can. I don't know about you.
Why do you think we feel so much?
Ooh, ooh. Jack is just gonna sigh a little bit and go, I think I'm going to keep to myself in my chambers until we arrive at our distant location. And he's gonna start heading back towards his private bedroom.
Wallace is also going to go into his quarters and he's just going to lay down, head in hands, and just, help me.
All right. Does anybody else need to do anything character related before we move along?
Oh. I should probably tell Leo it was down there, right?
I mean, that's totally up to you. I don't know how you're going to describe this safely to a teenager, but
I can. He's not a teenager. I can do it.
He's exactly 13 years old.
So he is, in fact, a teenager. Okay.
yes. So Leo, finally noticing that you had returned, is going to like set the book aside and go, "Did you find out what happened?"
I did. Fergus did a morally complicated thing. And yes.
Did he rob somebody?
Of their life.
Fuck! I feel like if this played out differently, Jazara would be sitting in one of these chairs and just saying that under her breath.
In a sense, I believe he did.
Oh. He's gonna like fold his hands together in his lap and just kind of have a distant look in his eyes, and he's gonna go, my mother screamed like that when she died.
Oh.
My dad couldn't save her in time when the undead attacked our home.
I'm sorry you had to relive that, sweetheart.
He's gonna subtly wipe the corner of his eye as a tear threatened to roll down. And he's just gonna, they were very good people. I'm going to miss them so much.
I bet they were, and I understand. Losing someone is hard. It does not get easier.
He's gonna look up at Poppy as you're talking about loss and go, "Have you lost somebody?"
I have. My husband. He was a very good man.
What happened?
He was a fisherman, and there was a storm. I did not even have a body to bury.
I'm so sorry.
Which is all right, sweetheart.
My father knew quite a few sailors who never returned home. So my family kind of knows what that's like.
Yeah. It will always hurt. But the pain will become more bearable with time.
Okay.
Obviously, you shouldn't have to go through such hurt, but I will try to fill your days with as much happiness as they can handle.
Will you always be here for me, Poppy?
Of course, sweetheart. Only if you wish it, though. I do not want to be a burden.
He's gonna gently pat the spot next to him on the couch.
She's gonna sit. Her feet don't touch the ground like his, but it's because she's just short. Not because she's
At this moment, Leo is in such a vulnerable, emotional state, talking about loss and overcoming sorrow, that he kind of just leans over and lays his head against you as he just stares off into space.
I'm going to feel touched by the gesture, and Poppy's going to very tenderly just pat his head, like the arm that's kind of wrapped around him. She pats his head with it.
And as you two sit there together and you comfort him and he relaxes in this strange new embrace, he's going to slowly fall asleep against you. And the book that he had in one hand is now dropped to the floor as he falls asleep.
Okay. Well, Poppy's gonna sit still, I guess, because she can't really fall asleep herself.
All right. Returning to Jazara and Fergus, I would say that you've been down there enough that it's the day is winding down towards sunset. So you've been down there at this point for several hours together, playing games and just chatting.
Go fish.
So you say you fucked how many slaves?
That's not exactly something that I want to get into details about. More than
I'm
a
not asking for
handful.
details. Oh, so 2 handfuls.
Look, when you get to be my age, you've been around the block once or twice.
Haha! I've had my fair share of romps through the wilderness. Good fun. He's gonna throw a card on the ground. He has no idea what he's doing. He's gonna say, "Take that!" Is this a dice game or a card game? What are we playing?
It's a card game.
Okay.
Just throwing a random card down.
It's like a gun card. But he has no idea what's happening.
Not to mention it has to be a good card in 3 Dragon Ante. I'll see your card and raise you this one.
Fergus is gonna act indignant. And I thought you were a lady.
I am a lady, but when it comes to games of chance, I act as if it is war, and all is fair in war.
I respect that. Absolutely. What do you say we get sloshed?
Are you certain that the guards will allow you to drink while you are in that cage?
They didn't say I could not get drunk. They just said that he just said I had to stay here for the rest of the day.
That is true, but you are in there for violent reasons. They might consider you getting drunk to be against everyone's best interests.
Are you going to drink with me or not?
If you'd like, I can call for more room service.
Oh, we've got delivery. Perfect. Send them over. I'll have some whiskey, dry, aged. It's not DiGiorno. I don't know that kind of whiskey.
As you two are making idle chatter further, you're going to notice that a guard and the captain, Brendan Steele, have come to the cargo hold and are slowly approaching your position.
This is not the guy who put me in jail.
No, the captain of the ship.
Oh, good. We have a question for you. The big one was wondering if we would be, or if at least he would be able to get beverages of the alcoholic persuasion.
He killed an unarmed man and he thinks he's in a position to make requests.
Well, he's only staying in here for a day.
According to the general, yes. But I believe this is my ship. Would you...
Are you the owner?
Lady Jazara, would you step aside so that I can talk to Fergus?
I know better than to argue with a captain on their own ship.
Did you argue with him earlier?
That's beside the point.
I'm so glad that Lily remembered that, because I was like, how's this gonna go? So Captain Steele's going to approach the cage and just look in at Fergus and go, "Listen here, furball."
Oh, nope, not listening anymore.
Perhaps you should try kinder words. Perhaps speak to him as though you would. And no disrespect, Fergus. An unruly child.
Captain's going to roll his eyes at you and then go, "Listen here, bastard.
Trying to help you, but okay.
I could care less if you trashed my ship, ate all of the fine food, drank all the wine, and did whatever else you wanted to. But killing an unarmed man in my imprisonment is strictly forbidden. You may be a prisoner for but one day, but the next time you so much as lay a hand on someone else on this ship," and he's going to draw his flintlock pistol from his side and hold it up to show you and go, "I will kill you."
Is he pointing it at Fergus, or is he just showing him the gun?
He's showing him the gun.
Fergus is gonna pull out his great axe and his warhammer. He's gonna go, "I've got playthings too, tiny man. Your stupid wee little percussive does not scare me."
Fergus, without helping your case.
Yeah, I see your hammer, I see your axe. But the difference between you and me is I'm outside this cell. And last I checked, a flintlock isn't magic.
And last
You-
I checked, the Minotaur has a friend on the outside.
Also, tiny human, the only reason I've not blown holes in the floor and the walls of your ship with my hammer is because of my friend outside the cell. Do not think I could not get out of here if I wanted to. I killed a man in your cell. These bars cannot hold me for long. It took 4 of your men to put me in here. If you want a man to be left alone, you need to make that perfectly clear. It's your failing that we did not understand that he was to be kept alive. All I knew was that he was a necromancer aboard the ship. That's like having plague aboard the ship. Everybody's getting it. I killed him for everybody's safety. If you've got a problem with that, maybe you're in league with the necromancers and I should kill you next.
The second that you threaten him, he pulls the flintlock faster than you've ever seen anyone pull anything else, and he fires a shot right next to your head.
Fergus is gonna bite the gun.
There's a dagger at his throat.
Ooh.
Spider-Man me?
Listen. I have made sure that the Minotaur does not go on a rampage. Respect what I have done as an act of mercy for you and your crew. He will not be violent so long as no one is violent towards him. Put the gun away. Now.
And bring me a whiskey.
He's gonna slowly put the flintlock back in its holster. He's just going to wave off her dagger and go, "The sooner you people are off my ship, the better." And he's going to start walking away with the guard.
You're lucky I did not gore you like I gored that necromancer.
And don't think this isn't the last time we're using your ship. I
Bark,
think
bark,
that
bark, 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 bark,
could
bark.
have. I think that went as well as it could have, honestly.
I didn't think you liked me so much to protect me like that. I really appreciate you sticking your neck out for me.
What's the worst that you could have done?
I did not know he just looks really little.
Besides, if he's threatened by my use of a dagger, he obviously does not know how much of a spellcaster I truly am. Or maybe he heard the story about how I gutted a would-be assassin.
Oh, I think you and I would make a fine pair.
Don't get your loins too excited.
No, a fighting pair, lass. No, no, no. Oh, goodness, no. Sorry, no. No. A fighting pair. We would do great in battle together.
Idea we already have.
I know, I'm itching for another go at those dead little beasties. So, he's gonna pull a flask out of his board and he's gonna say, do you want to get drunk with me or not? I've got some Minotaur whiskey in here that you might really enjoy.
Oh yes, they didn't exactly strip you of anything when they threw you in here, now did they?
No, I still got everything I could ever need in here.
In that case, perhaps I shall indulge.
We're gonna get drunk.
Are you drinking the rest of the afternoon and night away?
Um, unless anybody wants to come down and threaten me again. Oh my God. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Then we're going to call it that the day is done. Before we follow up with the next day, we can take another small break here.
Alright, I will pause the recording. And we're unpaused.
Okay. Back from the break, Jazara and Fergus spent the rest of the night getting wasted while hanging out in the cargo hold. Leo fell asleep on Poppy while Poppy just remained at the couch. Wellis went to his room after the horrible interaction of Fergus goring a man before his very eyes, and Jack has kept to himself in his room as the sun sets and the moon rises and the cycle of night goes back into day. When the dawn light hits the ship, who is the first to wake up?
I don't think Jazara stayed down here the whole night.
No, she would have gone back up at some point.
On the bed.
During the
Yeah.
night, she would have stumbled up the stairs and gone to bed in her rightful bedroom.
Okay.
Bitch.
All right. With Jazara in the proper place now, who amongst you would be the first to wake up at dawn?
Insomnia, bitch.
Poppy, would you
Huh?
please do your regular roll?
Okay.
It's a D10.
I know. Oh, I did good.
All right, you were able to actually sleep throughout the night.
Whoa. Wowie, kazowie.
As you begin to stir, you notice that Leo never left your side. But instead of just leaning against you, he has fully collapsed on the couch, and his head is in your lap.
Aw. Hmm. Well, it's like a cat. I can't move. I guess I'll just stay there.
What? You don't want to wake him up?
No, that's mean. He's a kid. He needs to sleep.
He fell asleep at like
He's a
midday.
teenager, folks.
He got tons of sleep.
If you had a sleeping child on you, would you wake them up?
If I had business or something important, yes.
So you're saying you love Panda, your cat, more than Jonah, your child?
Jonah does not fall asleep in my bed with me. He has his own bed.
Yeah. Fine. I will rustle his hair gently awake.
I don't know why, but the way you said that, it sounded like you were saying that rustling the hair gently, and then you just moved into Poppy saying, awake. I know that's not what happened, but it was funny to me. So you start ruffling his hair, and after a few seconds of him being still in your lap, he finally starts to like slowly rise up on his elbows, does a little bit of a yawn, and starts to rub his eyes.
It's morning, I think.
Leo is going to sit up fully on the couch and stare over at the hull window of the ship here.
Oh,
And
like
go.
there was a window?
There's a window here too. And he's gonna go. Oh yeah, I guess it is morning. And stretch a little bit.
Well, after we wake up a bit, would you like to get some breakfast?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You kept the nightmares away.
Oh. I'm glad I did. I hope they stay far away.
Me too. He's gonna stand up and yawn again as he's still trying to adjust to waking up.
Okay, Poppy's gonna get up and every single bone in her body is gonna crack.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Leo's gonna stare at you as he hears your legs, your knees, your thighs, your back, your everything from your feet all the way up to your neck as it all just like cracks and shifts into place, and he's just gonna stare at you with wide eyes. That was a lot of bones.
Well, that's what happens when you get a bit old. Everything seems to creak and crack.
Didn't that hurt?
No, surprisingly.
Huh. Okay.
Yay, breakfast.
As you two head towards the table for breakfast, Jack is going to come out of his room, looking ever the man on the cusp of death, and just go and head towards the table.
Fergus is going to be steadily kicking his hooves on the iron bars since before Poppy got up.
Ooh.
As you are kicking on the cell, eventually the general and one of the guards come down and start to approach your cell. The general is going to stop right in front of the door, and he's going to look at Fergus and go, "Can I trust you're not going to kill anyone else again?"
Only if you promise to tell me not to kill. Who not to kill?
Don't kill anyone else on this ship.
What if Walking Dead come upon the ship?
Then kill the Walking Dead, but until that happens, don't lay a hand on anybody.
He's gonna squint.
Can I trust you?
Probably not. You should probably go get Jazana. She knows these things better than me. She could probably figure it out. Y'all are so vague.
She's going to turn around to the guard and go, and you're going to see that in very exasperated, annoyed body language, he's going to, would you just go fetch her? And the guard's going to go to hunt down Jazara.
She's smart. I'll follow her lead. I'll trust her decisions.
He's going to stop in front of her door and knock quietly.
Step into my lair, said the spider to the fly.
He's gonna. How? In what tone are you saying that?
Oh, that's just like one of those things that people just mindlessly say as they're waking up.
Okay. He's going to crack open the door and just stare in and be like, pardon the intrusion, ma'am. The general needs you in the cargo hold.
Give me a moment. I feel like my skeleton shifted 3 inches out of place.
He's going to shut the door and head back down to give you privacy.
Guess I better go deal with that. She'll stand up and get dressed. And more, I think up until now she's just been in her wedding attire. But now she's getting into more like actual adventuring type outfit. But, still fancy. Still of nobility.
Yeah.
Her road clothing as opposed to her wedding clothing. Just gonna skip over here.
That's fine. As you get down there, the guard is going to be standing there holding a set of keys, and the general is just going to be... You're going to see that his hand is in his head, and he just looks very annoyed at Fergus.
Fergus.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What has these gentlemen in such a state of... what's the word? Unease.
Well, the general asked me if I could trust him. I said probably not, because they didn't tell me who I couldn't kill, and that they should bring you down here because I would trust you to be able to tell me not to kill anybody, so they could trust you.
Very well. Fergus, would you kindly refrain from hostilities towards those who are not showing hostility towards you? And should they harm you, then you can harm them.
Alright, that sounds reasonable.
See, gentlemen, it's as easy as that. Now then, would you kindly unlock the cage so that my friend can breathe freely?
The guard's going to approach the cage, put the key in the lock, unlock the cell door, and open it wide for Fergus. And the general's going to step aside.
Fergus will crouch down to step out of the doorway and then stand to his full height. His full, 9 feet something height? And wait, can he stretch to his full height? 9'2"?
Yeah. This vessel is a big ship. There's lots of room.
He's gonna stretch to his full 9'2", stretch his arms up over his hand, kind of windmill his arms. You can see he wouldn't have been able to fully extend his arms in that cage. He's gonna shake out his legs a little bit. He's like, "Oh, you've got to get some bigger jails than this boat of yours. Oh, this dinghy."
General's gonna kind of cross his arms and go, "Typically, we don't need to jail minotaurs your size."
I could see that being a new problem for you. I'm sure.
As long as you stay out of trouble, you won't end up in the cell again. Please carry on.
I feel like you're forgetting I was not trying to get in trouble in the first place.
He's just gonna ignore you as he walks away.
He can't hear me.
I believe he is just choosing to ignore you at this point.
It was the captain that called me a bastard. Okay, never mind, sorry, I was about to hurl an insult at the wrong guy.
First he called you a furball, then he called you a bastard.
I know, Fergus is gonna behead him for that, just you wait.
No, he's not.
Now, bitch. Fergus will do a very formal clan bow to Desire and say, "I appreciate you coming to get me out to this yon cell."
It was fascinating.
To come retrieve me from a prison cell.
Well, it is not often that I work or put in any effort to have someone released from prison.
Well, it's not like you had to lift too many of those delicate little fingers of yours.
At least 5. I had to raise the dagger against the captain's neck.
Well, that did not get me out of prison, lass. You sweet talking them dead.
Was it some sweet talking them or sweet talking you?
Fergus is gonna go to the breakfast table. Is this the breakfast? Is this where breakfast is being served?
Yeah, that's the big table. That's the dining table.
What is for breakfast?
So as you all make your way out into the dining area, sort of file in one by one, you see that the table is covered in various kinds of breads and jams. The chefs are currently carrying in dishes full of eggs and omelets, and several other like fruits and stuff cover the table as well.
Fergus is gonna pull a whole like serving sized bowl of fruit in front of him and just start devouring it. And he's gonna smack Jack on the back like a friendly slap, but it's a minotaur, so you know fucking crazy.
How hefty is your slap right now?
It's like I'm not thinking about it, so I really didn't pull my punch. I just smacked him. He was like,
Can you?
he was like
I'm gonna have some fun with this because you said you didn't pull his punch. Can you roll an unarmed strike?
oh, good, I failed.
Damn.
Just slam your
Okay,
hand
so-
into a plate of mashed potatoes.
So it's just a rough smack, but it doesn't do any damage to him. He's just gonna go.
Yeah. Good morning, Jack. You would have had a lot of fun last night with Jazara and I.
I heard that you did something maybe you shouldn't have. I don't think I would have had fun with that.
Oh, but you forget. You love dead people, and I deaded a guy.
You're a little
You like to play with the
mistaken.
corpses?
He's gonna kind of like give you a bit of a cross look.
I don't play with corpses. I lay the dead to rest. It's more honorable than the way you're putting it.
What you mean, lay them to rest? They're dead. They cannot rest if they're dead.
With a mouth just full of turkey leg, Jazara's gonna say, "We had a guard throw the body out of a window into the ocean."
He's just gonna let out this really. It almost sounds like the whistling of like a forest of dead trees as he sighs out. He's just gonna go.
How disrespectful.
No, what's disrespectful is the smell. And he's gonna look around to see if Willis is up yet.
Hey, Willis is up. He's having toast and jam.
Oh, then Fergus is gonna for sure throw an apple at Willis's head.
Willis is gonna dodge the apple, and he's gonna keep like toasting or like jamming up his bread, but he's going to like shoot him a dirty look.
You wee little snot rag! Making the corpse smell like those fetid fucking flowers. You did that on purpose, the wee little gobshite.
Was it lavender?
It was actually, yes.
You know he's allergic.
He was also told to stop attacking, and yet he refused to listen. Consider it a punishment.
Is it really?
Yeah, he tried to kill me with lavender. Why is nobody up his ass about trying to kill a man?
It was druid craft. It only smelled of lavender. I would not intentionally harm you.
As you're all talking about this in the open, you're gonna see that Leo is just quietly trying to eat his food while also like darting his eyes over at Fergus nervously.
Do I see this or not really?
He's only a few seats away from you.
Fergus is going to say, lad, do not you worry. He was a necromancer. He was somebody who made the living dead, and he's dead himself.
He was a prisoner, and you killed him in cold blood.
No, my blood runs pretty hot. Anyway, you're all welcome. I saved us from another would-be undead disaster. At sea, no less. I can't breathe water.
Wells is gonna slam his tiny hands down on the table and stand up. Do you not think of your actions?
I thought that was a pretty clear, clearly planned out and executed execution.
Do the words "work with caution"? Think of your next move carefully. Mean nothing to you. You were told by a god itself that our weight of our actions have consequences. And yet you chose to act hastily.
I did not. I specifically did not. You went there. I had been talking to that man well before you came in there. I had been trying to talk to him, and he told me, and I know you saw it, that he was a necromancer, and he laughed.
He was also imprisoned in bars that stopped magic from getting out.
Did you tell me the bars were anti-magic bars? No. How was I to know that they're anti-magic bars? I've no magic.
Did the word "stop" mean nothing to you? How can I
Not when I'm
explain to
trying
a mad
protect
person?
the ship.
How can I explain to a fool who won't listen that... How do I even speak when you won't acknowledge, when you won't stop your actions?
What would you do if you were in my shoes? If you were ignorant to magic and someone who has death magic on them admits to it and laughs in your face about the heinous crimes we all just saw, would you not kill him too to save the innocent people on the ship? Would you just sit there and trust that iron would prevent a magic user from turning the whole ship into the Walking Dead?
Well, it's a fairy.
It was not in our hands to decide his fate. He was a prisoner of the ship.
He's gonna look at Jazar and he's gonna say, I think maybe I'm not the stupid one on the ship.
Listen. All of your arguments are valid. There will be times, however, that we cannot afford sitting around and thinking of the consequences. There will be times where we need to make snap decisions. And in this moment that occurred last night, Fergus felt the need to make a snap decision. We cannot turn the clock back now, unless we want to go out of our way to find a cleric of high power and purchase a resurrection. Not that the necromancer would want to be resurrected by someone that we would be able to have do that spell in the first place, because at this point a resurrection spell would require the target to be willing. You all are bickering like it's something that we can change, when we have to be looking forward. We were told by the Time God that we have failed over and over again. If we are to really try, again, apparently, to do this, we cannot afford the time to argue about the misdeeds of the past. Now, can someone please pass the eggs? I've been trying to ask for a minute now, and you all have been bickering.
I'll pass the eggs.
Oh my god.
Fergus is gonna sit there eating fruit, looking smug as shit.
Yes, a man was murdered in cold blood. People die. It happens. We can't dwell on the why, or the how, or the who, what, where, and when. We have an island occupied by pirates that is coming up in our future soon. Rather than debate about the morals and ethics of a dead necromancer, let us discuss plans on how to deal with the pirates.
Fergus is gonna clap. That's my best friend. She's so smart and pretty.
Thank you, Fergus.
As you finish discussing, you know, what transpired with the cultist and not being able to waste time and all of this very complex reasoning and morality, the Knight Captain Solus is going to approach the table from above deck, and he's going to clear his throat. I don't mean to rush you all. We'll be arriving at the island within the next hour.
And that's exactly what I mean.
So are we killing these pirates? Are we not killing anybody? What's the game plan?
That's for us to discuss now.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
Solus is going to sit across from Jazara and Poppy.
I'd like to know I'm actually at the head of the table.
Yeah.
Would you two like to join us down at this end of the table? So that we don't have to shout?
Alright, kid, you go somewhere else. You're not working this job. I've got to get close so we can hear.
Actually, does anyone have a sword? I'm willing to have the kids start learning and getting experience.
I tried to give him an axe and you all got mad at me.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off my chair. And I'm gonna bend. Well, do I even need to bend down? Is Leo taller than me?
He's a
feet
human
were touching
child.
the ground and yours weren't.
God damn it! I was gonna bend down, but I recognize I don't need to do that.
I'm going to bend up.
Leo is going to crouch down and put his hands on his knees.
No. I reject that.
Patronizing little fuck.
Anyway, no, he's not going to do that. But with Fergus saying, essentially, beat it, kid, you're not working this job, he's just going to go, aww.
Well, now, if the little man wants to participate, I say we give him a sword, or axe, or anything really. At least make sure he can defend himself should worst come to worst. What do you say, child? Do you wish to be a part of this job? And she's going to, like, rest her elbows on the table and steeple her fingers.
Ooh, evil style. Fergus is like, you know, if you like, I could teach you, I could train you, and I could show you the easiest ways to kill a man. It's quite invigorating.
Leo is going to turn to Poppy for guidance.
I know I cannot shield you forever from the world. It is your choice.
He is going to find another chair on the opposite side of the table and sit down.
Splendid. Jazar is going to place one of her daggers on the table, because she has two, and slide it over to Leo.
Leo is going to slowly pick it up and turn it over and look at it in his hand. As he's observing the dagger, Solace is going to elbows on the table. He's going to put his hands on his chin. The other day, when we were first discussing this plan, I believe the Chancellor mentioned that Captain Vlad Talon is not a pirate to be trusted. He's willing to backstab you as quick as he is to make an underhanded deal. He's going to agree to whatever we might want, but he's going to try and betray us in the end, ultimately. That's it. That's how he operates.
Sounds like me when I deal with pirates. Our best bet is to approach this situation with the blades sheathed, but have our hands on our hilts. Or, in the case of the spellcasters, have your hands on your arcane foci, so that they are ready at a moment's notice. Stay alert. We cannot afford to be surprised.
Solace is going to reach across the table and grab some bread. And he's going to start spreading some jam across it and go, we do have one thing working for us, which is the fact that if this supposed library exists on that island, it's not known to anyone, including Vlad.
How well hidden is the library?
The most recent mentions of it having the possibility of existing go back at least 200 years or more. It could have been toppled into ruins. It could have been destroyed, overgrown over time. No one knows.
While that might be the case, I do think we should at least have in our back pocket the thought of the possibility that he may have discovered it while he's been inhabiting the island. Because I do not think that they would just be mulling around an island without trying to examine and look over every square inch of it. Then pirates, they don't exactly have their hands glued to their cocks.
They are a very meticulous bunch. Last I knew, Vlad Talon had over 100 crewmen in his employ. They are spread across the entire ocean around the Everest region. Shark's Rest is their base of operations, but they don't always stay there for long term. They're always moving about.
One would theorize that they always at least have someone manning the home base. Perhaps not the same person all the time, but it would be unwise of them to just leave the post abandoned completely. And what I'm saying is while they may spend most of their time at sea, I'm not going to go in thinking that they haven't looked over everything. If it exists there, I am almost certain that they have actually found it. Perhaps they have not, but I'm not going in without thinking of that possibility.
Jack is going to set down a tankard that he's been drinking from, and he's going to raise his voice a bit.
There's also the possibility that this ancient library has active traps set upon it, preventing anybody from going in.
So it's Indiana Jones.
I have not heard of this Indiana Jones.
He sounds very interesting.
I have heard of an archaeologist by the name of Ohio Johnson.
No. You're thinking of Wisconsin Smith.
Solace is going to rise up from the table, gathering the remnants of his food on a plate and walking away. And he's going to say, in any case, we have less than an hour left, and you all need to understand they have many more men and many more supplies right now than we do.
That's okay. You just point me in the right direction. I'll kill everybody standing.
Solace is going to do like a chuckle under his breath, but he's going to smile over at Fergus and go, too many even for you, my Minotaur friend. He's going to walk away.
Fergus is gonna laugh. He's gonna say, "Ha! Oh, good. He's funny too. Not as funny as Jazara, but too many men for me. I've never met."
There is the possibility that he is correct. In that case, I would not suggest killing recklessly, but strategically. If there is, I want to say, 25 or more of them, go for the one that looks like they're in charge, and then sever his head from his body. That will cause instability amongst their ranks, and they will fight more carelessly, without direction.
Fergus is just gonna say, "I'll follow your direction. Think of me as like an extension of your weapon. You just point me, and I'll be off."
You see the absolute widest smirk on Jazara's face. I am so glad for you to say that.
And that is where we're going to end this session.
I'll stop the recording here.